At Conrad Maldives, their reputation for world-class restaurants and picturesque sceneries topped with amazing hospitality is second to none. But now they're working on something else, something spectacular, something that is pushing the boundaries of technology and imagination.
My name is Ahmed Saleem. I'm an architect by profession and the director of Crown Company. Rangali is one of the most beautiful islands in the Maldives. And when we first arrived there, I thought, wow, this is something very special. So we set about creating some design and concept that we can do justice to the beauty of this island. And that's how the beginning of Rangali Island started. Undersea Villa's whole concept started soon after we started operating our underwater restaurant. So at that point we started thinking that we have to have an undersea room because it's something that doesn't exist in the world.
My name is Yuji Yamazaki. I'm a Japanese architect. My role in this project is to design interior of the underwater villa. The way I see this project is about experiencing the Maldives. There's a whole another half of life under the surface of the water. So when we heard about this project, we thought, okay, this is a challenging project, but this might change the way people experience the nature of the Maldives.
Mike Murphy, I'm the chief engineer for this project, the Undersea Villa. How I come to be involved, it was back in 2004 when Saleem from Crown Company approached me. He thought we could possibly help in his project. His first plan was a square box, and we said, we can improve on that, we can give you a big arch. And he liked that idea very much, and so it evolved into Ether, the first undersea restaurant. And then after 12, 13 years, or however long Ether's been down since then, he's come back with this much more exciting project.
I started doing some research in what kind of rooms there are in the world for people to enjoy under the sea. But there's not a truly underwater villa sitting in the middle of the ocean, open to all the ocean conditions and ocean fishes in a totally uncontrolled environment. So we had to build a lot of technologies into this to make sure that they are 100% safe all the time that they're sleeping under the water.
This particular size and scope of project is probably the largest we would go. It's around about 600 tonnes, whereas this one's much more challenging. And it's got plumbing downstairs, and it's got a lift, which we never had before. So all these things had to be incorporated into the structure. I always knew we could do it because of our experience over many years now.
Our inspiration was how you can bring in that kind of ever-changing view into the room. We are designing this for people to look out. We really wanted to emphasize the lightness of the structure by creating a glass wall and ceiling. We kept it minimum. Everything was thought out. Every inch of the space is used.
When I started thinking about an undersea room, I thought a room by itself is not such an attractive idea, because it would be very difficult for a client to come on a boat or just go to the jetty or into a small room and go straight down to the bedroom. This didn't make sense as a design concept or as a living concept. So it's a whole living, dining experience where people who wants to experience sleeping under the sea can take a lift and go down and experience this wonderful sea.
We took that inspiration from airplane seating and luxurious car. You know how you feel. Once you're in a car, you feel the leather, you feel the acoustics, quiet. So we are trying to kind of bring that kind of feeling into the room.
Now it's almost coming to a point of completion in Singapore. Anyone who is involved in this are absolutely excited and cannot wait for this to be under the water. Today is exciting day, and the ship is already anchored in the right spot. Everything is ready for lifting. We're pretty confident it's going to go down very well.
Of course, the crane ship will come alongside. It'll get moored alongside where piles have already been driven into the coral reef. And then the crane can lift the whole entire thing into the water, and it'll get lowered down. They'll have quite a few divers down below who will guide the legs into the piles. And then those divers will have other winches down below to winch it into position to make sure it's right in the middle of each pile. But that's not the finish of it, because it's still at its most fragile point then, because all the legs have to be concreted into place.
It's done. Everything is fine. Things worked out even better than I expected. It took a lot shorter time than I thought it will happen. This undersea villa will create a lot of impact. First in the world. What we have created is a whole living space under the water.
People come in, enter. You start to wind down, right? Relax. And I want them to kind of feel you are the only one under the water at this moment. They're gonna be the only ones who are sleeping on the king-size bed with a view of an ocean. That's what I like them to feel. The solitude, the quietness, all these things that, separated from the above ground world. So I think, I'm sure people go there and you feel it.
We have created something for Conrad Maldives, but more than that, we have also created something for the whole of Maldives, because it's always this kind of unique things that puts Maldives above most other destinations.
It's just the early stages, and the undersea villa has just been sunk. I know it's a work in progress, but you can really feel the magnitude of being under the sea. And I can't wait for the next few months when this is going to be all ready. Wow.